It's day 6. It's cold as hell today. My hands are pretty cold. I actually have 2 jobs scheduled today to do for a roof wash, a house wash. I'm probably going to record one of those today and put it on this video. I'm going to get on with the quote, but I had a realization yesterday, or how can I put it? I had to reprioritize what I was doing. The videos are still going to keep coming out. I'm still going to be on program. I'm just tweaking the workouts. The full body workouts work. They work great. The issue I'm having is the recording of the workouts, and on top of the time I'm already spending in the gym, doing a full body split, it's taking up a lot of time, and not the workout itself. The fact that the way the gym that I go to set up, there's a leg room, there's a fucking upstairs, and the gym's usually never packed. It's pretty empty, so that's a good thing about that gym. But the issue that I'm having is setting up the weights, doing like 2 working sets, but 1 exercise in that area, then walking to the next spot, going up in weight, warming up and all that, and then, doing my actual set. It's taken up a lot of time doing it that way. And if I was to switch it, which is what I'm going to do, to an upper body and lower body split, at least I'm in that one section the whole time. I'm putting up the weight, and I'm doing, opposed to 2 sets, I'm doing like 3 or 4 sets, because the frequency is just slightly less. Which upper and lower splits still work really good for cutting, and all around they work really good. So, and I've never really done an upper or lower split like that consistently. I've mainly usually done 1 body part per day in the past, and push-pull leg splits. So I'm going to try this upper lower split. I'm going to start recording it like that, just so that it's not taking up too much of my time, because I already have a crazy schedule because of, running the business, working in the business, not just running it, working in the business. I have a son, a newborn son, so a lot of responsibilities are falling on my partner, on my girl, to be taking care of the kid, my son, and that's not really fair to her. And the main reason I'm doing this in the first place is for them, for my family. So it doesn't really make sense for me to put this as a priority above that. Like I said, I'm still going to be on program. I'm going to finish the program, and I'm going to record the whole program, because that's what I said I was going to do, and that was the goal. But I need to fit this and my life and my other priorities that I have in line with each other. So it's just a small tweak. It's still going to be daily vlogs like this, and it's just switching up the actual workout program that I'm doing in the gym. That way I'm not wasting time, let me put it like that, because the walking back and forth, the setting up the weights, and then taking them off, and then that's time wasted. I'm not even working out in that time, and I'm not recording anything. It's really just wasted time. If I do it the way that I'm saying, since I'm doing more sets, it's a more efficient way for me to work out, to be going in and out as quick as possible in the gym. And then if I'm walking around the gym, other people want to talk to me, and I'm trying to be on a mission when I get in there and get out. Alright, so quote of the day is, take care of the minutes, and the hours will take care of themselves. Actually, I'm going to cut it here and then recut, because uploading these videos when they're longer, it takes too long. So, alright, the quote of the day is, take care of the minutes, and the hours will take care of themselves. And that is by British statesman Lord Chesterfield. Yeah. I still remember. All right, I just read it. This one, but it was actually from the book, from One More by Ed Milet. It was in the book yesterday, and that was another reason why I figured when I was at the gym, it ended up being 2.5, 3 hours I was at the gym yesterday with recording and moving around and everything that I did. So, I'm doing this for my family. I've only really, these past couple of days, I've only really spent 3 hours with my son, which I'd like to spend more. And then my girl doing a lot of the what she needs to do with him. All the work, it's a full-time job. It's more than a full-time job. It wasn't fair to her either when I was thinking about it. And with what I'm doing now, I'm doing it to get better so that I can be better for them. So that's number one. So it's just a minor adjustment. Like I was saying earlier, I've been cutting the video like this because if I have one big chunk and then I try to upload it, it takes too long. The editing app I'm using, and I'm using free stuff because I'm trying to do the most with the least to see how it works. That way when I do reflect on this, like, look, I did all that and I didn't spend any fucking money. Like right now, what I've been recording on is not an ad. Samsung S23 Ultra. This is not a camera. It's my phone. So it's pretty good quality. It's fucking really good quality for a phone. But back to what I was saying with the quote. That was why I decided on the upper lower split versus the full body, just for efficiency. And that the reason was partly because that quote. So the quote, take care of the minutes and the hours will take care of themselves. Time is your most valuable asset. Everybody says it. Most people don't put it into practice though. If you really want to be efficient with your time and get the most out of it, you have to constantly check yourself, reflect on how you're performing, evaluate how you're performing so that you're more aware of your actions, the time, what you're wasting, how you can do better. It comes back to like kind of what I was saying yesterday, checking yourself every day, reevaluating what you did that day to get ahead and adjusting. Now, if you put it more times during the day, you can take even more advantage of the time. You can almost slow down time. And by slow down time, I mean you're not literally going to slow down time, but the day will start to feel longer, and you can take more advantage of the time you do have. So there's two things when it comes to that that you can use to get the most out of your time. Breaking your day up and constantly checking yourself in each block. Why would you do that? First main reason that you would do something like that is because instead of looking at your day as a 16-hour time frame that seems like a lot of time, you're more likely to waste that time. Now, if you shrink your day down and the time that you do have is scarce, shit, think back. When you were on a tight schedule or a tight bind, how much more were you able to get done in a small amount of time opposed to the days where you have a lot of time? I'm pretty sure anybody could think back and look at themselves and be honest and say, yeah, there's been a lot of days like that. When you shrink down the time and you're perceiving that you don't have that much time, you don't have time to waste, you're more efficient with your time. Now, the problem with that is, which is why I said two things, the problem that comes with that often is when you're in a rush, you make more mistakes or you get sloppy because you're trying to rush too much. So a good way to counteract that is for you to check yourself in every block and reflect and be honest with yourself and be like, look, I could have been a little more efficient here, and all right, I was getting a little too sloppy here, and reflect and adjust. And if you're doing that 3-4 times a day, it's gonna change the way you view your day, how much you can get done in the set amount of hours, and you're gonna be way more effective. That's what the book's been talking about a lot too, and it's huge because, especially right now with me, it relates a lot because I have a really fucking busy schedule. I have 2 jobs today after this. I got a roof job and a house wash, power washing, and I'm trying to organize and be really smart with the way I manage my time. So time management's key when it comes to getting a lot of stuff done. So it's a good tip, it's a good quote. Take it to heart and try to utilize that. Check out the book, read the book. That book is fucking amazing. I only read it once and it's fucking good, and I'm taking notes on everything, highlighting stuff, and there's so much gold in there, so many gold nuggets in there. It's worth the read. Take care of the minutes, and the hours will take care of themselves. Be conscious of the time you're wasting and try to make the most of your time. Be efficient. All right, and I'm probably gonna record during the job, get a glimpse of that, and that's it. I'm gonna finish this video here. I'll see you guys later. Alright, forgot the tripod today, but I'm gonna try to talk through these sets. I switched everything like I was saying before. For a lower split, I'm on an upper today. This is my second warm-up set, and then I'm gonna record the working sets. Alright, so doing camber bar bench to start. That's my first chest movement. Reason I'm doing camber bar is because it allows you to get a way bigger range of motion, more stretch, means more hypertrophy, more muscle, and more strength build, opposed to regular flat barbell bench. You're getting a good 4 or 5 inches more deeper on the chest, like the pressing and the stretch on the chest. It'll bring up your bench a lot, and it's really useful if you're hitting like a roadblock on your regular flat bar bench. Let's say you get to 295 or 275, maybe 315, and you're getting to a point where you can get like 1 or 2, but you're hit a roadblock. Switch to camber bar bench. Huge tip, huge tool to use if you have a camber bar. It's this. If you have a camber bar at your gym, huge, because you do a couple, like a training block of this instead of your regular barbell bench. Come back, let's see. So for me, I was at 295 for 2. I did 1 training block. I think it was 5 weeks. Yeah, 5 weeks, and I was only hitting camber bar once a week for bench. It wasn't even that many sets. I think it was 2, if I'm not mistaken. It was 2 sets, 2 working sets every week once. For that one specific day, I went from doing 295 for 2. I went and touched barbell like maybe a week later. I hadn't touched barbell for like months, and I did 295 for 8, so blew up my bench, and a lot of hypertrophy too. Alright, so with the program, I'm doing 3 RAR, so 3 reps in reserve to start it off. And I'll work down to week by week. From 3 the first week, 2 the second week, 2 the third week, 1 the fourth week, and then I believe it's 0 and pass, so failure, full failure and pass, the last week of the block. And then after that, the 6th week is a deload, so that you can recover. So if you noticed, while I was doing those reps, I was pausing at the bottom every time, focus on the negative and exploding up. And that's just to really emphasize that stretch and feel those fibers tearing. And just off of 1 set, my chest is like fucking stupid pumped. So, camber bar is where it's at. All right, 2 working sets. Incline Smith. Gonna focus on really contracting the muscle and stretching it. That's it. Single arm tricep pushdowns. That way I can put some weight on it. That shit sounds so familiar. Fuck. Hey, look, man. I've been doing V-bar pushdowns, or not V-bar, easy bar pushdowns, right? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I've been doing easy bar pushdowns, and I've been maxing out the rack and still getting 20 plus reps clean. I'm talking negatives, everything. So I can't put a plate on here. You know, I gotta do something. So I'm gonna try this. I'm only gonna go on 6, see how many reps I get, just so that I don't wanna like overwhelm, I guess ease my way into the movement, because I've never done these before. So. the left and the right. More on the left and the right, and I'm right-handed. So that was kind of weird. All right, set 2. Maybe I'll start with the right hand this time. So strange. All right, so I'm gonna finish off the triceps with overhead cable extension machine with the triangle at 60, and they're pretty gassed off of that. I'm not gonna have to go heavy on this. I can focus on the movement, really focus on the stretch and explode up, and yeah, 2 sets on that. On the push downs, the single arm tricep push down, I'm doing 2 sets on this. That's it. Forgot to record it, but ladder raises, cable, single arm, each side. First set I did 18. I'm trying to keep it in that 15 plus range. Yeah, 3 sets of these, then 3 sets rear dumbbell bent over lateral, so the rear delts with dumbbells, and I'll get some of that. All right, 2 back movements to finish it off. We've got lat pull down, but it's gonna be to below the sternum abdominals. So we're coming all the way down. Great, you get a great full back stimulus. I can feel the whole back when I do them like that. You're not gonna go as heavy, but if you go high reps with that type of a movement, that variation, you could get a good full back pump with that. And then I'm gonna finish it off with the pullover machine they have upstairs, the old Dorian Yates one. It's a Nautilus. So that's like one of the reasons I go to this gym is because they have that. You can't find that thing anywhere. So pullover machine after these. So I'm gonna try to be in the 15 plus range here, and then 20 on the pullovers to finish everything off. 20 plus.